Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Great Gibraltar Draft with Hound Dogs, where today we've got SK Austria Klagenfurt in the Champions League. I've probably butchered that name completely. But with that said, there are a few things we need to update you on how we got to this stage, what we're looking like in the league and other competitions. Before we do, though, make sure you leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the great content. Now, looking at the competitions, you can see here we are sitting third in our group, 3 points ahead of SK Austria Klagenfurt. We beat them in the first time round we played them. Now, with that said, I don't think there's much hope of us getting through to the knockouts of the Champions League. Inter are 6 points ahead. Unless they lose, we beat Austria and then we beat them afterwards alongside swinging a goal difference like that. There's not much chance, but we can still get into Europa League this game if we win it. It can be all confirmed. We're still unbeaten in the league as well. We have actually, unfortunately, just lost in the Pepe Reyes Cup quarter-final in the second leg, although the first leg hasn't been played yet, 1-0. Not too worried about it. It was kind of like a rotated squad. Otherwise, we've done very well in the league, smashing teams here and there. A few draws. There has been a couple of times where we've been a bit somewhat lucky to not go behind. But yeah, lost to St. Joseph. We'll turn that around in the second leg, hopefully, and make this year a year to remember. But it is Austria Klagenfurt today. Like I say, if we get the win, we're effectively through to Europa League. Well, we are through to the Europa League. We could still get Champions League, but very, very unlikely. So, with that, we will be playing this team today. Bazunu in goal. Suchio will be playing at right back. Dagger Ang is out suspended, so that's why Suchio's coming in. Pardo and Byberg at the back. Pele is playing at left back. Adam Day and Smetbank in midfield. Koda, Rog and Raphael in the attacking midfield. And Bodzikovic up top. Yeah, just mixing it up, changing the team around slightly, try and get something from the boys today. It'll be a good game. Hopefully we should get the win. It was a very comfortable win last time out we played them. I think it was 5-1 or something last time. Very, very comfortable. There wasn't any real concerns at all throughout the game that we were going to have any issues. So hopefully today's the same. Today we can kind of confirm going through to the Europa League, which would be nice, as we could then see how well we can get on in that competition. But with that, looks like early on a corner kick for us. First 30 seconds, Rog with the delivery. Pardo goes up for the header, does head it wide actually. So not in the end a great header, but still 1-0. One corner. Heading straight into a free kick here. Back post. Bodzikovic isn't able to go up for that because he is in fact fouled. It looks like the ref has actually pointed to the spot for a penalty kick. It is going to be checked though, and they will review that and see if it is actually a penalty. Looks like it's been given. So he was fouled at the back post. And it looks like who's stepping up for this one? It is Rog who will be stepping up. Can he tuck it away and give us a 1-0 lead nice and early on in the first 5 minutes of the game? Yes, he can. Bottom right-hand corner, no real concerns at all. Dion Drenner-Rog with his 4th goal of the season. So he's been doing okay this year. And it does give us the lead and puts us in a position to be able to, well, stay above them in the group and get through. But it is cut out by Hecker, that initial pass across by Rog. And Party is going to come forward now. We've got a lot of players back, so we shouldn't have too much to worry about. Although he is getting further and further forward as the ball is laid back. It comes across the box. Then Arley with a shot off the post. Get away with it, I'd say. Not the perfect outcome. Bayern are obviously already through in the group, and Inter, I mean, if they get a point from them, we're definitely not going to be able to catch them. But I think we'll be all right today. XG1, obviously the penalty is going to help that a lot. But Suchi should be able to take a throw in here. Finds Rog. Day does well to win that ball back after a poor pass back to him. Rog's, even though he scored, hasn't had a couple of loose passes. And he's just hit the post there. I don't know what's going on with him today, but he's on and off it all over the shop. Like, it's up, one moment he's scoring a penalty, the next he's making a misplaced pass, and then he's hitting the post. But he's delivering this corner. Goes up Raphael, but headed clear, as Pardo should be able to get onto the end of that one. We haven't really had much to deal with defensively. They've only had the one shot that we saw that hit the post. Other than that, it's been very timid. Although here we might have a slight issue. Suchu is injured. Going to have to come off. I think we'll pop Sanseviero at right back. He's played there before. We have had him in there playing at right back previously. So I'm not too concerned. But it's not great if Suchu is actually injured for a long period of time. Because Daga Ang's also been suspended. So a little bit concerning. But Koda, I think we'll look to bring you off as well. Salvador can come on. Vazikovic can go out on that right-hand side. We've made 2 subs at about the half-time mark, halfway mark, before half-time and before the 46th minute. So we've just got to hope that there's nothing too drastic happens here, as it's a decent effort by Fulner, but it does go wide of the target. It looked like Bazunu did have it covered though. So nothing too much to worry about with regards to that. But Bazunu's goal kick looks to launch the ball forward. I mean, we're not competing for that one, but Day does get onto the header clearance. Smetbeck looks back into Raphael. He looks inside. Salvador's been put through. Can he finish? He certainly can. Luciano Salvador scores the goal with Raphael playing him through there. It was a lovely little finish. Day managed to get onto the headed clearance from the goal kick. And from there, we kind of just sprung forward. Day nodding down to Smetbank, who was able to find Raphael, who slotted it past the defenders, and Salvador was able to get on the end of it, tuck it bottom left hand corner. Lovely stuff. Kind of secures things a bit more now, even in the second half. We weren't really too worried, but everything is just locked in a little bit more now with Day's free kick. That's appalling. I don't even know what he's trying. Him and Raphael were not on the same wavelength there, as Day comes forward again, finds Met back in there, looks for a ball over the top to Raphael. Again, it's headed away. Some of these balls are awful, but it finds inside to Hecker, who has to go back. He is forced back though, so it means that our pressing is somewhat working, although he's able to get that out wide to Schenk, who finds the ball forward, keeping that press on them, not allowing them to turn, which is good. Although Hecker has made a late run through the defence. He's through on goal. Can he finish this one? Yes, he can. Bazunu's being very good, but I don't. To be fair, I'm not expecting him to stop that. A one-on-one, it's always in the player's favour. It was a late run. Defence is all over the shop, really. Pardo's had to go step forward into the kind of striker, and the deeper midfielder has made that run late and managed to get away from his markers. So does throw a little cog in the works, does throw a is it cog? It's not cog in the works. Does throw a spanner in the works. That's it. Christ. But I think we'll still be all right. Pardo does get that down lovely, finds Day, and he's able to possibly get past his man. Not quite. He looks to take on his man, but it was lost as the ball is played back, and they're going to look to try and keep hold of it a little bit now, to make sure that they can try and create something, get the best out of their boys as they come forward, but they're just not going all out attack. I think what we'll do, we might look to make a change. I think Maringoz can come on for Rog, who's had a good game, but also an average game. It's been really weird. Although that is atrocious defending. Byberg has just let him run all the way through, and he's made a recovery because he had to. I mean, as much as it is a great challenge to stop that from going, the shot being taken, he's got to be stopping that from even happening. He's been mugged off by the striker initially, but he did manage to react well enough to prevent any further issues. Although it is a long ball forward, but he wins it. Byberg does well. Maringoz looking for a ball over the top, but again, Salvador's not able to get to that. Bazikovic into Maringoz. Bazikovic wanting the ball back, but it's played through to Raphael this time. His shot is saved, and looks like it will go out for a corner kick. Decent football. Maringoz finding Raphael, it was a lovely pass, but wasn't quite able to get it in the back of the net as the keeper was able to match the shot initially, poking out for a corner, which we have now as Day whips this in. Maringoz goes up. Oh, that's a poor header. Should have really be getting that on target. That's actually quite atrocious, to be honest. Only a couple minutes to go, though, as it will be Pardo to take the free kick. Back to Day, Pardo, then Salvador. He looks through to Rafael, who's creating havoc on this left-hand side. To be fair, he's probably been one of our better players today. Smetback does fire it in. He had enough time to take a touch and weigh up his options. He thought going for the shot was at the near post, his best one, and he went for it. Getting the goal, 3-1, quite comfortable now. Salvador, ball through to Rafael, who does very well to just cut it back. Smetbank's got loads of time and comfortably smashes it into the near post. Low and hard. Keeper's not going to stop that one, as Austria Klagenfurt should now look to come forward. But Day's cut that out brilliantly, and we could be on for a fourth here, as he's managed to get that very high up the pitch. Crosses into Salvador, but it goes over his head to Rafael. Brzikovic is able to bring that down, finds Day, who fires it across, and Luciano Salvador gets a goal. I mean, I have to say, I think Brzikovic has done very well to bring that down. Day's initial cross came in to try and find Rafael. His header was atrocious, so Brzikovic did well to bring it down. I don't know how he controlled it on his chest like that, but lays it off to Day, who fires it across, and Salvador just taps it home. Easy finish there, as Day should again look to take the free kick, whips it in. It's cleared. I've got a yawn going on now. Smetback, though, with only a couple of minutes to go, it should be nice and wrapped up. Can we get a fifth? Salvador out wide to Sansevero, playing in the right back position. He smashes it at the goal. Keeper does well to keep that out, because he's hit that very hard and very close. Actually, goal line technology is needed to make sure, but it will probably be that, with Day's delivery being cleared from the corner. That should be that. We should make it into the Europa League now. No concerns at all. As Bazunu's header he's done well to come out and get to that, to be fair. Smetback Pelez keeping the ball nicely. Maringoz, can he look for a ball over the top? He does. Salvador's through on goal. Last few moments of the game. Can he finish? Not quite. Keeper's done well to stand up and block that one from going in. But yeah, like I say, Europa League is in the bag now, which is good. Still, I think there might... I'll have to check the Bayern Inter score, because that will decide whether we've got any chance of going through. I don't think there would be anyway. I think we've not got much hope on that front. But getting through to a Europa knockout round, absolutely fine with me. No concerns whatsoever there. But let's take a look. So yeah, 0-0. So we won't be going through to the Champions League knockout. It's a little bit of a shame, as we managed to do so for the last couple of years. But it does mean we've got even more of a chance of kind of going further and further. So we're through to the first knockout round. We've got Bayern coming up, but we'll kind of skip through that one. Don't need to worry about that now that we're kind of out and we know what our next stage is. But with that, we will be back for that game, the first knockout in the Europa League. So hopefully we can do better than we have done in the Champions League in the knockouts. But with that, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and of course, I will catch you in the next one.